quick game review of TI. This time it's EG versus Virtus Pro Game 2. I try to do this a little more, but I'm not gonna watch it too in depth. It's mainly gonna be 2 times to 4 times speed, and I'm mainly not that interested about the laning stage. Mainly, I'm interested about the draft and mid game and and late game movement. As VP, they banned Drow Ranger, Wisp, and Silencer. If I had to take a guess, like heroes that are shining in this tournament a lot are Venge and Silencer. Secret, for example, I think Secret will win. Secret will win every game that they get Silencer and Venge in. So if Liquid wanna win against them today, those are the heroes I need to ban. As EG ban Willow, Chen, and Weaver. They put a Venge Potom response into a Ursa response, which is a pretty interesting first pick hero. But anyhow, Venge very meta right now. Mainly, if you see an Ursa opening, you want to have a flex range hero. The good range flex heroes against that are Potom, Weavers. I think those are like some of the best ones. And then you have other heroes such as Venomancer and that jazz. They end the phase with Bane. I'm really not a fan of Bane at all right now, because I feel like the hero just falls off too fast. And there are other heroes that you can win the lane with. Also, they have Venge already, which is pretty good against Bane. Not only for the swap, but also I feel like Venge is super strong in the lane as well. Bane relies on trading hits, but if there's a Venge lowering your armor by 3 or 4, depending if he's a 1 or 3, suddenly your trading becomes way less potent, and it kind of ruins one of the big aspects that you do have as a Bane. My predictions for the games tomorrow? You mean today? Hey, Exiled Hamster. So you have a Tusk Earthshaker ban. I'm not too sure about this. Well, Tusk is good against Bane, and Shaker is great against both Ursa and Bane. They have long range spells that can not only cancel grip, he can save from grip and cancel it. He can Fissure to cancel it as well, so that's just that. What up, Bilal? So you have EG that are starting, and they pick Lich. I've mainly seen them pick Lich when they go up against physical lanes. I think they were the first ones to do this. Like when people kept picking this Venge Weaver lane, Venge Potom lane, they would just pick Lich and then go safe lane with him, deny creeps, and armor the carry. Why would VP ban Shaker before Veno? Because Veno is not a meta pick right now. Why is Silencer OP, bro? Because all the heroes rely on spells right now, and the Arcane Curse and Last Word are very strong spells. I will try to watch S4 a little bit. They do pick Venomancer. Veno is an interesting pick here because he's good against Tiny and Ursa, really. It's a little bit annoying to play these melee heroes that aren't that mobile against Veno, because not only does he slow you, he gives vision, he cancels your Blink Dagger, and mainly the slows are just so goddamn hard to deal with. They pick Pugna. So VP need to pick again. And actually, I don't know if they're picking a support here, because they do have options of what they can do. They can pick a support, they can pick a core. You don't actually know what's going on here. If you're like Wyvern, okay. Nah. I'm not digging this Wyvern pick at all, actually. There's overwhelming magic damage from Potom, Lich, and Veno. And I don't even think Wyvern doesn't even look that strong to me in this game. I don't know what EG last pick. Oh yeah, actually I do know what they last picked. They pick Alchemist. So he's gonna have a problem in the lane, but he is gonna feel pretty decent throughout the game. They should aim. If you're VP, you're gonna aim to put Ursa against the Alchemist, of course. Is Silencer basically counter for Ursa? No, not necessarily. I'm gonna play after this game is over. So like I said, if you're a VP, you're definitely aiming to get Ursa. You're definitely aiming to get Ursa against the Alchemist. So I'm kind of surprised that he has a magic stick, because they should expect Ursa to be mid, which he is. I'm gonna put no one into the safe lane. They're aggroing right now. I did see... Oh, it's a Arteezy Potom. Interesting. Holy shit. They don't, neither team knows that they're here. So they're gonna get the bottom runes, they're gonna get the top ones. Look at Alchemist gold, by the way. Here's 0, up 280. He's gonna instantly buy the Ring of Protection, because the hero has very low. Oh, Kappa? He's waiting. Oh, he knows. Nope. Yeah, he was very fast on that. Well played. Solo is very known for doing this stupid ass play. Especially against Alchemists, as far as I'm concerned. Because Alks will always send the courier because they get so much gold. So bottom lane, Venge is actually a pretty cool laner, like I said. Again, I think Venge is super strong in the meta as well. Just a quick reiteration of what happened a while ago. A lot of the times when I play strength heroes on my stream, such as Abaddon, Legion. If you look at Abaddon, he has 0.7 base armor. If you look at all these strength heroes, they have very low base armor. Because a while ago, every strength gave strength heroes more HP, but therefore they had to lower their HP somehow, their effective HP, by lowering their base armor. A hero like Legion Commander has 1.9 armor. A hero like Abaddon has 0.5. Alchemist starts with 1.6. So minus armor spells actually got a lot more value. Because all these heroes, they lost 1 armor. Like if he puts Tiny on -3. And Bane only has 4, so he gets to 1 armor. And this is a very physical lane. Somewhat. Like, Potom perhaps isn't the most physical hero, but she hits a lot. She has a good animations, she has high range. So she's like a hybrid in lane. She deals both magic and physical damage. So this lane, I actually feel like that both teams can win it, but I could see EG go slightly ahead in this lane. As mid lane is definitely Ursa favored, but any farm that he gets on Alchemist is great. You're supposed to lose this lane as Alchemist, but if you can only be behind by, let's say, like 20-30% of CS, that's great, because that actually means you're ahead of Ursa in the net worth. As top lane, you have Lich and Veno, which is a pretty cool lane. It allows Veno to get through his early levels, which he's very weak at. They get a good Gale, so that's some good damage on him. As mid lane, small gank. Yeah, good gank by Roger. He did go a 1-1-1 build to maybe protect himself, but it was pretty hard. But it's fine. First blood goes down. If you look at the net worth, he's still the same as Ursa right now. As I missed some kills. But like I said before, I'm not too interested about the laning stage. The one thing that interests me in this game is mainly how well the Alchemist is doing and what his movement will be. Because I think all lanes should just be farming. Top will feel pressured a bit by Radiant, but the rest is just farm. But the most important thing is how well does this Ursa do against the Alchemist. And so far they're fairly even in net worth as top lane. They trade some kills, but like I said before, we're gonna skip ahead. The first very important round of timing in this game is the 5-minute mark. How many runes can EG get? Can they suicide a hero to get a bounty rune? Because Alchemists get so much gold from these runes. And currently EG do not seem in position at all. They're gonna take the top ones, but they're gonna lose the bottom ones by the looks of it. So they're gonna trade 2. 2-2 build on Veno. Probably gonna start getting wards now. They're smoking onto Alchemist, so they know that this is the problem phase, as Sumail is gonna die again. Nice. He actually survived because he has stick and gets a turnaround kill. Wow. Well played by VP actually. Well done. Mid tower getting pressured, so they have to be a little bit careful. They're both suiciding to neutral creeps. They just need to try to get this catapult away, and they will. So he's still, even though he died twice, he's behind the levels, but he has good net worth. And they kill him again. The people choose whatever they feel like, or what strategy they have prepared. If you have a cheese strat, you want to take second pick, because then you have the last pick overall. If you want to set the tone in the draft, you pick first pick. Runes are very important. Anyhow, oh, he actually is going all out QW build. Very interesting. Let's skip ahead a little more. Let's take a look at the vision that EG have. EG are currently protecting their Radiant jungle, or well, they're protecting the mid lane. And the next ward, EG need to place another ward in their jungle. And EG have to be aware that there's vision in the Radiant jungle, especially earlier with the the gank that happened over here. You do have a ward here, and EG are gonna keep on playing like this. They're doing really well. Like, they're pressuring between towers because they know Alchemist doesn't offer anything. Alch just wants to farm creeps. So Ursa is doing really well, as expected. Alchemist will try to keep pushing out the mid wave, and I think for now, Alchemist should actually try to play over here, unless they de-ward their jungle. Because, like I said, they have to be aware that there's vision in their own jungle. He's gonna stack this camp. Let's look at EG's vision a little more. I'm guessing flies another sentry, and he'll try another D-ward. As they didn't find this one, sadly. They're gonna dive mid again, but they have Lich armor now, which is pretty great. Pagna is owning the Veno top. This is not good. But it's pretty hard as Veno to... Pagna is very strong against all these heroes that cannot cancel the ulti. Because if you run into the lane against him, he'll just blast the fuck out of you. He'll decrep you, blast, and then suck with his ult. As I kind of like VP's vision. If you take a look, they know that VP is the problem here. You have a ward here that will show over the shrine and also block the camp. And over here you also have a ward that shows the two medium camps. So they just have vision on the most frequent ganking places for Alchemist. As, wow, if VP get 4 bounty runes here, this would be incredible. But there's a Moonlight Shadow, and Ramses will pay for his life. So, well played by EG to capitalize, at least to get a kill. They get 1 bounty rune only, which hurts them a lot, because Alchemist gets so much. Let's just take a quick look how much gold he got from that bounty rune. He's at 1320. He got 210 gold for that. So we're gonna continue. VP's vision is kind of running out. They're gonna have to replace this ward, which means you should see VP smoke into the Radiant jungle somewhat soon already to get some vision out. You can tell that they're really focusing on this Alchemist. They get a mid dive now. This is great. They get the kill here. They may get a second kill. Oh, nice chain frost actually. Never mind. They overstayed a little bit. Ursa will die here. Actually, a very nice response by EG. I mean, the good thing is, if you're EG here, you can be so ready for these moves because you know that VP, you know that VP's moves are all gonna be on the Alchemist. Like, they're just gonna keep on focusing that, right? That is just their objective. As no one gets the top tower, so he's doing pretty well for himself. Yeah, there's another ward. There's another ward here in the bottom area of the shrine. VP just saw all of them. They don't know that they smoked, but they know that all of those heroes are there. Which means if you're VP, you know that if they're not pushing top, they have no reason to be here, which means that they're running mid. Yeah, they're gonna take the long way around into mid lane. In the meantime, you kind of have VP do the same move. You're just gonna leave no one here alone to push the tower. Because you have to be aware that the mid towers are the more important ones. So if you play against a good team, you can assume that they're not gonna use a lot of heroes on the side lanes. But instead, they're gonna leave one hero on the side lane, which is sufficient to push. And then they're gonna use the rest of the heroes in the mid lane to try and either defend or pressure their tower. Because you can see both teams are kind of mimicking their moves. Because they know that mid lane is the lane to be in right now. As they do have a Blink Dagger now on Ursa and a Haste Rune, which they should try to use. But VP is... I mean, in terms of trading towers and hero tower damage, they're definitely doing better right now. Mid tower is dropping low, top tier 1 died, and now VP are in a better position. The problem is Alchemist is farming a lot of creeps, and Veno is really holding down this push right now. Moonlight used, but mainly just to make it all easier. If you look at EG's vision, 1 up top, 2 more up top in the enemy jungle. As they do find a sleep on Venge. Nice chain frost. Holy shit, that was a good chain frost. That was like 1k damage. Alright, let's rewind that real quick. Because it does end up being a great fight here, by the looks of it. They don't have Blink, but Pasha gets a great combo. Ramses is looking to go in. He's waiting for the chain frost. 1 kill, 2 kills. Curse onto Alchemist. Here comes KheZu though in the back. Gets 1 kills, 2 kills. Radiance is here. That's a 3rd kill. Well played by Artur. Interesting arrow. He gets the TP out. Oh, and they know that bounty runes are spawning. And KheZu is probably gonna pay with his life for this one. Oh, he is not. As Sumail TP's in. And they got 3 bounty runes? Fly hat here as well. Oh, arrow flies out. So EG are 1k ahead, which is not that much. The problem is VP don't have like the most crazy late game lineup. They should look to Roshan somewhat soon, maybe get a kill. Oh no, they're doing it already. They're baiting it right now, but they have Veno wards, they have a wave of terror from Venge, so it's very easy for them to scout. So I don't need, that's why I said like they're gonna Roche soon, but they need like a pickoff or something, because you can't run into the Roche pit like this. EG are gonna be aware. Like I said before, you're gonna see EG play around this area, just like VP did last game, because they have to be afraid that VP will do Roshan. And later, if EG get 1 or 2 kills, they can definitely take Roshan themselves. I really like this Blink build, which is getting more popular right now on Alchemist, where you go Radiance into Blink. Oh, he gets the Veno ulti off, but he only hits the Wyvern actually, so very weird spell usage. Oh, Sumail's a little bit deep here. Great Chain Frost though, my lord. And he survives with 1 HP here on Alchemist, and they get a team wipe. What the hell just happened? How did this go so badly for them? So they do kill Ramses here with the Blink Dagger reveal on the Alchemist, and they do TP in 2 supports. In the meantime, they're on the side lanes right now. So Pasha TP's in, he has Blink Dagger. What cancels his Blink? Something cancels his Blink Dagger. Is it the Radiance? Yeah, he gets Radiance burned. Because they don't combo the Alchemist. They can't hit him because he's decrepit. He's not blasting him with Pagna because he's too scared. And they're just getting owned by all these spells that are flying around. There's an Acid Spray, there's a Radiance, there's some Venom Wards, there's a Chain Frost. I think fighting this tower was very greedy, unless you did this better, like both your cores had to TP in. Once again, both teams are gone. Both teams have to play around Roshan. It's actually the next big objective in this game for both teams. VP needed to stay in the game, and EG wanted to close out the game. They have Acid Spray. They have a Wave of Terror. Do they have a Medallion? No, they do not. Interesting positioning here by VP. But EG are holding a very good position here. And they know that they were smoked. They broke the Ramsey smoke here. Moonlight Shadow, and they're gonna run over. Ramsey's kind of got out of position here. He gets Galed, which means he has to ulti it off. No enrage available. Crit is dead. Has a buyback available. Will use it. Wyvern is gonna die here to Acid Spray and Radiance. Kappa has Stick. Nice Veno ulti. Gonna make sure that Ramses can't do anything. He's super slow and taking a lot of damage. He has to TP out. No one dies. Man, this game is rough. 9k gold lead. And this should be a Roshan for EG. Okay, Arteezy died. Arteezy is dying in the wrong places of the map. In some of these last games that I'm watching. Hood use on Veno. A very popular build in my opinion, one of the better builds. Now it's gonna be Roshan. Wave of Terror, Acid Spray. Oh, it's not a Roshan, they're scared again. Interesting. They just want to make sure that they don't screw up here. VP's vision is very much centered around the bottom lane. Which means that they should play around bottom, but if you're EG, you should just trade the bot tower for Roshan then. Like, if you see 2 heroes hit bottom now, you should definitely go Roshan if you're EG. Bounty runes in 1 minute. Important timing for both teams. Bit of a split play right now, and they're gonna catch no one here. Well, no one does see them, so they're gonna TP in. Okay. Bit of a split again. They waste Curse because they do catch Roger, who is Galed. He will die, but so will Crit. Crit has no buyback. Good jump. Arteezy is dead as well. Chain Frost is gonna be good though. May bounce back if they're unlucky. He has to BKB on Pagna. Oh my god, this is not good. Fiend Script onto Alchemist, but they don't have enough damage. This is the second time I see that. There was another game, maybe yesterday or the day before, where people kept on gripping the Alchemist, but they couldn't kill him. Oh, VP did it against Optic in that one game where CCNC was Alchemist. Bounty runes, EG did a good job there. Now Fly dies out of position. Fly does have a buyback. I would just like to see EG do a smoke play, a wraparound onto VP, and then take the Roshan. Up, there we go. Man, this is why I love watching high play Dota. The second I say I want to see them use a smoke and wrap around, Fly TPs in, they use a smoke and crit draws the exact line that I would want them to go. This is perfect. So the reason you don't want to go here or here, it's so hard because this is the most common spot for Dire to play. Which means if you're EG, you want to take the long way, which means you go here and then you go up here because you want to keep the high ground. Unless you're short on time, then you can go this way. Let's look at EG's vision. They see the Pugna. I don't think he has BKB. He does have BKB. They run into him. He's going to have to pop BKB here. Ooh. Interesting choice not to pop BKB. Anyway, now he's taken out of the fight for a bit. As is Fly, who does get insta-killed by Ramses, who still has a BKB as well. Crit a bit out of position. No one has a BKB ready. There is the Venomancer. Up, wiggling behind. No one is coming back but Sumail. Look, these guys, they're just burning down. Here comes Veno. Alright, that Wyvern is definitely dead. He's gonna try to play some more Plague Wars and slow people down. Nice toss by Pasha. Well played. 11k gold lead. That was a beneficial trade for EG. Not only did they get the tower, but they traded 2 supports for a core and a support. Okay, we're gonna have to rewind that. Gale. Oh, nice Yule here. Perfect timing. Stunned by Sumail. He gets into the front. Enrage is popped. They cannot deal with this Alchemist. He's gonna have to Manta. They grip him. He's still alive. Ooh, he's actually gonna die by the looks of it, but I think they'll lose everyone for doing so. Oh, nice sleep here by Solo. Ramses is very low. He does end up dropping down. Ooh, the curse. Arteezy is gonna die. Oh shit, great fight by EG. By VP. They didn't use a buyback. I think they only used the shrine. A little bit of a throw here by Radiant. You're gonna see VP EG do the same thing again. I think VP. But Roshan hasn't died yet in a game where Radiant has 2 minus armor heroes and VP have Ursa. So EG go for another Monarchello. Let's look at the vision. They have a Venom ward up here and an Observer ward up there. They're just gonna straight up Rosh right now. Oh, Tiny did buyback? Okay. Let's check that real quick. Ah, it was a Tiny and Bane buyback. Okay, it makes more sense now. And they do actually end up taking Roche because they take it so fast. Nice position here by S4. He should actually force in and ulti all of them. They should finish Roche and fight. VP are not in a good position now. Solo's out of position. He's dead. The rest of VP have to retreat. Roshan has been killed. Oh, very nice. He gets the vision from the ward and he gets the Yule off. But Roger at least gets a counter kill. They wanna push lanes. EG has nothing else to gain here in the top lane. They're just gonna cut it with Sumail. Good job on the Manta here. This is also a nice move. They're gonna leave one guy to push bottom, and they're gonna smoke in here with the other 4. At least that's what I would believe they're gonna do. Yeah. Oh, this is a very long way around. Not taking this way, but no one does know that they're doing this. In the meantime. Well, they did get the bottom lane pushed in, and now they have the area controlled, which means now they're set up. They're very nicely set up to push these 2 towers. Sumail is just so tanky. Enrage is already used. He's super slowed. He went Desolator. Interesting. Gale and everything. They're really trying hard to pop his BKB. So no one is gonna save him. Lincoln is popped on him. They're trying to push the bot tower here, and they will do so. So another 2 towers saved. Roger trying to get in position for curse. I mean, if you're a VP here, you need to take a fight where you toss a guy into your team. If you toss in the Alchemist, no, right now he's too fat because he has Aegis. But later, if the Alchemist has no Aegis, you can actually toss in the Alch and try to kill him. But for now, what you're gonna see EG do is hold this position. Kind of similarly to what EG do if they're Dire, where they hold this position. This is the equivalent if you're Radiant. So they did TP out now. Ramses is, I mean, RTZ is probably gonna try to connect over. TZ is making some mistakes in these games. They should lose a bit of positioning now, because VP can aggro them. As they do get a kill. Here we go. Oh, this is not that great for VP. Oh, nice Lincolns. Very nice Lincolns.
Still 499 equals.
Yeah, it feels bad. I'm gonna update it after the game real quick. Thanks for the sub, by the way. They only lost the Bane, so it's actually not too bad. That was a very nice Lincolns on the Wyvern. They should just get together. They're 60k gold ahead. They did lose the Aegis. RTZ dies again, dude. You have to stop.
Subscribe.
Oh, BKB popped. Total Fred, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. We may be at 500 now. Sumail's gonna self-stun. Oh, they have to be positive. They have to be careful. Like, RTZ is... TZ is kind of fucking around, dying in these games, as S4 in a bit of trouble. Sumail half HP, does have Octarine, and his ulti ready. They just need to fight together, where Sumail goes in and then they save him and throw in some spells. Like, Sumail has to take the heat, so that RTZ gets to hit.
Subscribe, motherfucker.
Give up, dude, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. As in the bottom lane, we're gonna have to rewind that. They do have a Moonlight Shadow, they get a great stun on Sumail, on Ramses. Nice swap to cancel the TP. BKB is used. Winter's Curse is available. But they're looking to... Oh, very nice jump by Sumail. Gets into the front line. Gets the son of Roger. Gets woke. That's 2 kills and they don't have buyback. RTZ doesn't even matter. Alchemist is fat. It doesn't matter. Just because he's not the highest net worth, it matters that he dies. They lose positioning. They lose positioning and map control on the map like this. Nice blink Gale to just take the Tiny out of the fight. No way to blink in and toss back at all. Two racks being pursued. Alright, 1 rack's down. Roshan gonna be pursued here. I think if you're VP, you're gonna have to take a risk. You're gonna have to take a smoke. Either now, which I think it's too late. Yeah, it's too late. RTZ gets the Aegis. But insta buyback on crit. Sumail is chasing the Tiny right now. BKB is over. So they're gonna go on him. He's gonna die. And they're just gonna go again. They have the cheese on Veno, the Aegis on bottom. Very smart. Sumail doesn't need it. Sumail can just play in the front. He will keep on taking the heat and make it easy for his teammates to play the game. Nice blink Gale here by S4. A bit fast on the ultimate if you ask me. I think the blink in Gale on Ursa is pretty cool because that's 18 seconds where the Ursa can't do anything. Because he'll keep clipping damage from the Gale. Moonlight Shadow used. Crit dies without buyback. Why did he die? Yeah, Crit is a bit out of position here. But well played by VP to capitalize on it so fast. They just need to stay together and let Sumail go in front. And then they're fine. Maybe pull an Aghanims. Pull an Aghanims to avenge. I guess he wants to save buyback. Buyback travels. VP just have nothing on the map right now. EG have a ward on their base. A great ward on their high ground. You know what's really useful? Why a lot of teams... So you have a Venom ward and a sentry here. Or let's say you have an Obs and a sentry here. If you're EG and you have an Obs and sentry here and VP smoke, mainly before you fight, you want to try to go around. You want to go around and place a ward here if you're VP. But then, since you have a sentry here, you will see that they're smoked. Because suddenly you're like, holy shit, there's a ward there. They're smoked, they're smoked. Secret are very good at that. He does backpack his items, so that's really cool. So RTZ backpacks his items when he gets cursed, because then he deals a lot less damage. I feel like you shouldn't be able to backpack your items if you're stunned. Oh, Sumail goes in. Solo is probably just... Wow, they're using a lot to save Solo. Lincoln's, Pugna ulti, the Crep, Cold Embrace. Oh, nice Gale here onto Roger. No curse available. Good stun. Buyback onto the Bane. Veno has a pooled Ags, Pike, Hood, Blink, Duels. And it's now going Octarine Core. Tries with the Blink Gale again, doesn't quite work out. Nice Blink stun. They keep using spells when Sumail throws in that stun, which is very good. Oh, they do have this triple arrow, so they're just gonna try to eventually get it in. They'll just... EG can keep on doing this. They just spam wards. Once Venom gets 25, this even becomes a lot easier, as in mid lane. They kill Fly, who does have a buyback. These supports are dying quite often. Oh. Okay. Arrow hits on Ramses. Roger goes in to try and find a curse, he doesn't find it. Grip goes out onto Alchemist, but it's not an offensive grip, it's more like I lock you down. Both supports dead without buyback. Arteezy goes in, Ramses with the instant buyback. Oh no, no one dies to illusions. He's gonna buyback as well. That's 2 buybacks right there. They get 1 rage rax. If they kill any of these heroes now, the game is over. That's game over. Oh, that is well played by EG in this series. Interesting. I think Sumail played really well. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe on YouTube as I'm gonna upload it there. I'm gonna try to do these videos more often, so you can feel free to check out the YouTube channel.